Hi there, today is the Feast of Epiphany and I'm going to share my sermon for the day. It'll just be short. The readings are from Isaiah 60, 1 to 6. That's what I'm going to be focusing on mostly. And the gospel reading is Matthew 2, 1 to 12. Feel free to pause, have a read, and then come back. Been having a look at Isaiah a little bit, and Isaiah is from the time when the Jewish people were being threatened by their enemies and then had been defeated by their enemies and taken into exile. And then the last parts of that book are from the time when they'd returned to their homeland a few generations later. So most scholars think that it's actually written by a number of different people at different times, but it's all been brought together because it's about that whole generations long experience. And in that reading from Isaiah 60, it's from that late period when the people are returning, and the ancient Jewish people have got this hope that God's light would draw the nations to Israel, so that the nations and the leaders of the nations would come to Israel to find enlightenment and instruction and wisdom. When we look at all of the great powers of the world, though, it's hard to find compelling leaders, and it's hard to find anybody enlightening, really. For Christians, when we hear about this flocking of the nations to God's light, it reminds us of the story of Jesus, and it reminds us of the Magi coming to Jesus. The Magi, they're a class of people from Persia who were experts on all kinds of secret knowledge, things like astrology and dreams and other mysterious things, often mysterious things that religious people have been pretty suspicious of. But their relationship with the stars, it leads them to come and worship Jesus. They're enlightened to see that he shines with the light of God, like the hot summer sun at this time of the year. What do we do when we look at the world and we don't see enlightening leaders? Well, on Sunday, we're going to be remembering the baptism of Christ. We've been baptized into Christ to follow the way that he taught us. And by living in the way of Christ, we're to be a light to the people around us. I think it's good to sing a song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.